live from Zionsville.
I know, but I was
It's
watching
Flock Around the Table.
on Sunday, July 13th. And here we are. But I always think I should open like Saturday Night Live says that. But they always open with one of these little clip things, like one of these little funky little clip things. And I think we should do something like that. But we're not that funky and we're not that funny.
Where am I going? I'm going this way.
And we don't necessarily think that quickly anymore. But see my new shirt like this. Actually, I've had it for a while. This is great. Here, I gotta show you. Mikey says it's one of my better shirts, and he's like, "Why am I not wearing it?" First, it's got the flag.
Yeah.
Then it's got the name, the heart, and
it's gradient.
Right. It was for some celebration. They had like Fresh Bahamian Day when they broke away. And I walked forever to go to this shop. And it wasn't even a shirt shop. It was a fabric store. And it was like supposed to be 7/10 of a mile up this road to get to it from the port. And I thought, oh, that's not so bad. And then it turned out it was a little bit uphill, but not bad. So I thought I'll make time coming back. Long story short, they were working on the sidewalks. I walked at 1.6 miles just to get there. But halfway, I almost turned around, but then I'm gonna do this. Freaking hey, I'm gonna do it. And I did, and it was hot. And I told the lady when I did this, and I said, these are great. Do you have, and wasn't quite my size. And she said, it was for the celebration, and it's what's left over. But she was charging the full price. And I said, aren't you even going to discount it? Because it's long gone.
It's long done.
And the other lady goes, well, there's no date on it. And I thought, yeah, you're right. And I thought, I walked all this way. I'm going to buy it. So I did. Then I said, well, is there an easy way to get back to port? Because I came up this road with all the things. She said, oh my God, yes. So she said, walk over 2 blocks and then turn right and you'll head right into town. Sure enough, it took me like 12 minutes. It was like unbelievably quick, and it was all downhill. And I actually saw places to stop and shop.
So it was worth the full price shirt.
It was worth the full price shirt.
Back.
Plus my sister says, why didn't you get me one? I really like that one. Yeah, well, too bad you didn't get off the ship.
You weren't going with me, so you didn't go with me. You don't get
it. And it was a while ago. So anyway.
Okay, I got to show you the new things in the shop. So we have little silver bells. They're actually like, the little slit in it is a little heart on the side. It doesn't really depict that very well on Etsy, but
there's
I digress.
Instead of just that little hole,
it's a heart. It's a heart on the side. All of them.
And
at any rate, they were really, I was a surprise.
On your Christmas sock?
I was going through the stuff that I had, and I was like, oh, I got these little cute little jingle bells.
And they're
Stop it, computer.
And then Susan says she doesn't mind. They got the hook, so you can turn it into a zipper. You can put it on your hat, take it off your hat, put it on your sock.
Project keeper.
Oh my gosh.
Stitch marker if you're a crocheter.
These are things with a heart you can have
when you have your hand in front of it, they can't see it.
These are things you can have because I have to learn sleight of hand things. So they're there and then they're not there.
Yeah.
So they end up over here in my stack.
But I've had similar ones in the shop for quite a while, but they're the multicolored ones.
Right.
And those are all the same size. These are 3 different sized jingle bells. At any rate.
They're gorgeous.
I was going through my stuff. I was going through.
Oh, you should just get them. If nothing else, they'd be something great just to give to like a waitress that you like at the holidays, or a room attendant,
or put it on your cat so you always know where your cat is.
Sure, you could decorate your cat or your dog.
Good morning.
Hi there, dear. North Carolina.
Jody.
So that you could just decorate them and they don't even know they're really being decorated because they don't make that much noise.
Okay, so I can't remember if I shared these with you guys last week, but these are new in the shop called Meet Me at the Met. called Meet Me at the Met.
Cute.
And then my daughter said, Mom, that's Gryffindor colors. And I go, you're right, but I can't say anything in Etsy about Gryffindor or Hogwarts or anything because it's licensing and protected. So, but mind you, I'm making all the houses now. I have to. But I can't name them what the houses are in Etsy because it'll take it down. So we now have Meet You at the Met, aka Gryffindor.
Okay.
Then we have Forest Glow, aka Slytherin.
There's Dragonclaw and Hufflepuff.
No, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff to come. Yeah, she's getting there. She hasn't watched any of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so I can't name them that in Etsy, but I may put a suggestion. These would all go really well together.
The other, I think when you can't say it, but you can reference it to.
No,
can you do that?
Nope, can't say anything.
Oh my God.
I can't even put a tag on it referencing. I mean, you can. Okay, so here's the thing: you can, but you risk being caught.
Oh, I know.
And you risk Etsy just closing your shop.
Right, that's true.
So I'm not going to.
Right, I get
But
it.
I'm going to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You can spell it out.
Gryffindor.
So if you know
Slytherin.
Harry Potter, if you're,
I will get Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff up. I just got to figure out the combination ring to bead.
No, I think
I may.
Harry Potter.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's not a Disney. It's
No. I don't know who the production company is.
They are much better because I've seen yarn in yarn shops, and they actually have the Harry Potter name.
Yeah.
And so
they probably brought the right. They brought the right.
Whatever the thing.
Or they're taking their own risk. They're not running it through another site or whatever. Right. So they're just going, well, we'll see.
Right. Because I see like embroidery stuff and things like that out there. I'll see mouse design and it's himself, you know.
See, now I can say stuff. I can put tags on there like wizarding school.
Yeah, the descriptive.
I can do, I can come really, really close. I just can't say it. At any rate,
anyhow, this is
y'all know if you're a Harry Potter fan, y'all know the colors. So I don't need to.
Look out, anyway. That little baby of yours is going to be going that way too someday. You never know. I just never got into the genre, and it just
that surprises the bejeebers out of me.
Everybody says that, but
because you're such a sci-fi.
Kind of that sort of thing. For the themes. And
right.
Yeah, and I love all that magical fun and the stuff you can get at a Harry Potter store is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's just a wonderful. And if I were, maybe I should get into it because that'd be even a better excuse to get to London.
Have you all seen the new AI generated? Bigfoot and Yeti.
No.
Oh my God. So they're on like Instagram lives and YouTube and what. So it could be just a filter too. Sure. I'm not sure, but it's basically a Yeti or a Bigfoot. There's two. So they have the brown one and then they have the white one.
Right. Because in Washington, they'd segregate it. It's Sasquatch.
Have you guys seen some of these? They're so fucking hysterical.
Well, you've got Sasquatch. That's why you're into it.
Oh my gosh. They're absolutely hysterical. But one of them is they'll like imitate something that like humans would do. And then they totally make fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're Bigfoot, or whatever.
Yeah.
But one of them is a Bigfoot flying around on a broom playing Quidditch, which you guys know is the game that they play in Hogwarts, flying around on brooms trying to catch the snitch.
Right.
And so, of course, this Bigfoot is flying on a broom.
Oh, my gosh.
Has caught the snitch. And it's hysterical. If you guys have... Like, just Google AI Bigfoot and just run through the gamut. They're so hysterical.
Yeah.
Whoever is actually doing these,
Uh-huh.
they're brilliant. They're literally brilliant. They're funnier than I'll get out.
Well, the AI is getting so
It's
unbelievable. Like the other day, I watched one on one of these TikTok things, and these people are on this beautiful vista looking out over someplace, you know. And the next thing you know, the mountain's coming down. It looks like it's going to crush them, but nobody's running away.
yeah, no, because it's not
So
really
it's not
actually
really
happening.
So then you kind of get that AI situation, or however they do that animation stuff and everything, which is really pretty cool. It's just that, you know, look out, world. It's getting smarter than us. I mean, my car is smarter than me. That's not saying too much anything. You have to be careful. A Volkswagen back in the day with a stick shift was probably smarter than me. So that kind of works. So anyway.
My really, 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 really smart coworker, Jordan, he's
who also has a nice back.
he's got a good side. He's got a good side.
He's got both sides.
Both sides are good.
I mean,
anyway. At any rate, he dives deep into all sorts of things.
Yeah.
AI is one of them. And he goes, I found out that AI, like Gemini or whatnot, you know, they actually fact check things in their own AI stuff. Yeah. So if they lie to themselves, they will fact check it with the proven wrong thing and say, and he's like, this is scary.
It is, because one of the things, because they're starting to rewrite some of their stuff, and that was one of the things they noticed. It fact checked itself, found out what was said was wrong, and then replaced it with the new stuff in the same thing the guy was reading.
A little bit scary, folks.
But the commentator had to stop going, because he actually contradicted himself in the next sentence, saying, I told you this is truth, and now I'm telling you it's a lie.
Right.
And so he had to sidestep. It was really kind of fun to kind of watch him do this, because he didn't know what to do, and he was live, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny.
That is funny.
So
that is funny.
I have a couple little fun things for Miss Sue today.
Reggie. The last fun thing she brought me made me have to redo my bathroom.
Which we will get to. Don't worry, guys. This is fantastic. My sister went down to visit Buc-ee's. Okay.
She drove down just to go to a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, well, it's not that far from her. It's only a few hours, and they spent the night. They went on the way to Cincinnati. They went to Buc-ee's. They had to pick up Maddie. So they made a weekend thing out of it and anyway, these are little things you put in your cup holder.
So that you're sitting your cup on a Buc-ee's.
So you always have little Buc-ee in your car. You get one and I get one.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
That's so cute.
I got to get the Buc-ee's, but it's like a 4.5 hour drive from my house.
Yeah, it is. It's a little.
And I was like, I'm not doing it. And then,
they do have they have the best breakfast sandwiches.
That's what everybody says.
Absolutely the best breakfast sandwiches.
You could go. Somebody told me I should go spend the night in a hotel, but knit there.
At
go in and knit Buc-ee's. They got good coffee.
Yeah.
Sit and knit. Watch the people come and go.
Oh yeah.
She said it's even better than Disney. And I like sitting at Disney watching. And she also said,
by the way, they don't charge you $150 to walk through the door.
And then I found Amazon Haul, which is getting a lot better, almost better than Temu, because there if they ship it, they don't from a distributor, you still get free shipping. If Temu decides to ship it, send it to a distributor, you pay $2.99, which sometimes isn't a good idea when you're only paying $1.99 for something like this.
That's an egg thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, for an egg sandwich.
And
my little pan wasn't good enough for you.
No.
I literally have this teeny tiny little pan that I got just to make. But it is bigger than a muffin.
Right. The other thing is my brother has started making a little more at home, and he said his pan, even though he has a smaller one, it makes too big of an egg for his sandwich. He doesn't mind the white kind of rolling over, but also the sausage patties, he doesn't mind being a little bit bigger, but he said if he had something a little bit rounder. So when I found them on Amazon, they were $1.99. I bought him one. And they have stars and hearts and things like that. So you can make like pancakes too. And I thought Mikey was going to put it together, but no, all I have to do is open it up and do this and wash it, and away you go with it. Oh, isn't that just fun?
That's cute.
It's just fun.
That is cute. Thank you.
So now you have your own little.
Bucky is hanging out inside of it.
It is. Oh, there you go. See, that maybe Bucky can be its holder. You could leave it on the counter like that.
Yeah, no.
No. And way back, I went to Sweden. It was like 2 years ago. Okay, we went on that cruise when I met Ellie, and we went on that one cruise, and I bought it.
Was it really 2 years ago?
Oh, I think it was, because last summer we went to Iceland, so it was the summer before that. So it's almost, So it was a long time ago. Anyway, I went to Sweden, and I went to this place called Malmo, where you take a bridge and you go across the bridge. All of a sudden you go down it and then you go underwater. Just the coolest thing. It's like out of the middle of nowhere. You think the bridge, what happened? It blew up? What, they forgot it? And when you see it on the picture, it's not a big deal. When you drive on it, it's not that big a deal. But this city is really cool because they got all these fun buildings. Well, I bought you a t-shirt. And it got buried.
It got buried
in my stuff.
Aww.
And when I was cleaning out today, because I'm taking my old t-shirts from some of the places I've been in, I'm stacking them, and I'm going to make a t-shirt quilt out of them.
Do you have one like this?
I do. I bought one for
Okay.
me and one for you, the exact same one. And I probably meant to wear it on the show together. And of course,
now you
packed
can.
it away, so now we can.
Now you can't, because yours is way too big for you. You'd have to wear it as a t-shirt.
That's what you get for putting things away. If you leave them out, you never forget. But
Thanks,
if you put
Miss
them
Deb.
you're very welcome. And now she can say it's Sweden.
Yeah.
I think it's not pronounced that, but I don't know how to speak Swedish, and I don't know where to put the syllaba thing, Namo, but they didn't pronounce it that way. They pronounced it some other way. So I think that's it when I'm done there, except they do have a wonderful.
I don't have to redecorate any room in the house for this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my car. I need more Bucky stuff for my car.
Yeah. So we
might have to do a road trip just to Bucky's.
To do a Bucky's road trip. That's it, girl.
We could do that.
Because I think
we could live stream from Bucky's.
It's true, because now we do live, so we could even do it there. We could, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind. I mean, because they're very accommodating.
Jamie would be like, "What? You're going to go down to
live stream from do your podcast from Bucky's? Look out! That starting a new trend. We'll have to start doing some of this." Got a wonderful note from our wonderful person, Susan, who whatever, and she watches us, and she mentioned that she doesn't care for when we talk about the moop. And so
with a P.
I want to apologize profusely to Susan and everybody else if I offend them.
If you're offended by that,
right.
But I'm sorry. Occasionally we have.
It just sort of comes up, like the boobs come up, and the whole bit.
Yep.
The penis comes up. Everything just sort of comes up, and sometimes we do get off. I get off on it. But I do have a funny story, Susan, and for everybody else. When I was back in my early days of nursing and I was working night shift at 2:00 in the morning, Grandpa would wake up and say, "I haven't gone to the bathroom in 4 days, and I need something to go because I have to go." And you're like, "It's 2:00 in the morning." "Well, call the doctor and get me something." "Well, the doctor was in to see you at 3:00. Didn't you tell him?" "No, I didn't think it was important enough this afternoon. I didn't have to go."
Well, or like I just didn't.
Whatever. He didn't think of it. So even the nurses that back then, I was in my 30s, they were in their 50s. We all said, we swear when we turn that age, we are not going to become those people that get obsessed over that back end. Well, I think when you turn a certain, there's something up here that clicks on, just like when you have menopause and that turns off, something turns on and it suddenly becomes one of our obsessions in life. So I'm sorry if I've offended you, but anyway,
That's what's so great about that. You can just turn it off.
Yeah.
Because
you can just go away. And so
we don't talk about it all the time.
No, she does. But she does this wonderful,
knows.
fun thing. She mentioned that because she gives her shawls away. And she had written into me and said that she has a designated group of ladies that she put in charge to tell everybody to gather at her funeral mass when and if it's not inevitable, when and if, to wear it so she can look down and see how everybody's enjoying her work.
Yeah.
And I just thought she's going to put it in her obituary. Is that not the coolest? I mean, just the most thoughtful thing. I just think that's
I think
so
it's awesome.
cool.
I think it would be so super cool.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, and if anybody ever look in her email and everything, let me know and I'll fly out and I'll even wear one of mine because I don't have one of hers. And Susan, don't send me
Don't
one.
you dare send us one. We have
We have
plenty.
plenty of our own. I give mine away as it is.
Yeah.
And I think I've monopolized enough. So on to the sheep.
Oh. So you guys know she gave me the darn toilet paper holder that turns into a sheep. Turns the toilet paper holder, toilet paper into a sheep.
Decided to order one of her own.
Yeah. So of course I send a picture to our group of ladies that we, WhatsApp with, and show them. And so of course one of the other ladies had to order them because she thought it was just too cute.
Right.
But I said, great. Now I have to redo my whole freaking bathroom because of you.
Yeah, it was sunflowers and yellow.
Yeah, it was yellow and gray and white with sunflowers. Right. Like my mother-in-law had done a cross-stitch sunflower. Right. My brother.
She can do a sheep now.
Well, yeah. My brother had this awesome photograph of a crane or herring with a fish in the mouth, and I actually said to my brother, I'm like, you superimposed that fish really cool. Like it's very realistic, right? And my brother's like a starving photographer. He's not starving, but it's his hobby. Photography is his hobby. He goes, I didn't superimpose that fish in there. I actually caught the dang herring with the fish in its mouth. Yeah. At any rate, so I have got lots of his photographs or drawings around our house. Matter of fact, these pictures right here behind us are his photographs. Yeah. So it was, sunflowers, yellow, gray, white. And now it is freaking sheep, y'all. I think I deleted the one. So my daughter had gotten me this little sheep in the corner there. It's actually a yarn bowl. God dang it. Stupid thing. It's actually a yarn bowl, but I'm using it to hold towels now. Too cute. I'll put this up on Instagram too, though, but that's the one picture that I have. I need more, which I'm ordering. It's too cute. And then
that's the shower curtain.
Isn't that, I mean, the shower curtain says, let's get naked. And it's the sheep taking off his fleece.
Too adorable.
Okay, so yeah, this is my new bathroom. It's the guest bath too, y'all.
I know. Just the best.
And so the shower curtain I found on Amazon. Right. And then the little sheep hanging up on the wall I got on Amazon. I got another thing on Amazon. And the Sweet Cheeks rug I had on Amazon. I put them all in the cart. I was undecided. I didn't know if that's what I really wanted to do or not. And then my husband went in and just ordered it. Hit buy now. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm on the hook for this.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, yesterday I thought, okay, I'm going to go out and about. I'm going to go see if I can get some eggs from my farmer lady. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to, the one picture hanging up with the sheep with the toilet paper on his head. When it came in, when I ordered it, I thought it was actually framed.
Right.
And it came in, it was just like a poster.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to run into Hobby Lobby. I'll grab a a frame for it
Mhm.
to put it up. And then I'll go over to Home Goods and find some towels.
Sure.
That was my thought. I go over to get my eggs. She was out still. Then I went to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby now has a bathroom.
Yes.
So I hadn't been in there for so long.
Yes. Really nice. And their towels are really nice
So
and reasonable.
and they were 50% off.
Oh my gosh, that's even better.
Everything in the bathroom was 50% off yesterday. So the pink towels, the white towels, the gray rug, because the Sweet Cheeks was really small. It was a
Yeah.
lot smaller than I was expecting it to be
Yeah.
when I got it. So I thought it's too small to be like the shower one.
Uh-huh.
So I had to get another rug, so I got the gray and white speckly one.
Uh-huh.
And then, y'all, I found this at Hobby Lobby. I couldn't resist. I had to get it. But I asked Deb if she can open this up and turn this cute little sheep into a tissue holder. And she goes, "Yep, no problem."
No problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah, we can figure
So
it out.
this cute little sheep will be a tissue holder.
Yeah. It's got
It'll probably just be like the little pocket to go pack one in there. Because a whole box wouldn't fit in.
No.
Maybe if I took the box off.
Yeah, but then
But
we'd
still.
have to take all the stuffing and then it's going to do
Yeah.
this. And
Yeah. Just,
So
yeah.
We're just going to put the little ones in there and,
Mhm.
we might even think about maybe putting in the folded ones instead of the long kind, maybe a shorter kind, but we'll see.
Whatever.
But we'll work on that.
This little sheep is going to be on the back of the toilet.
Beyond two kids.
With tissues coming out the top of it. I couldn't resist.
We're almost getting to the point that we might have to do our podcast in the bathroom
From the bathroom.
because of all the sheep stuff that's there.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it just,
So I have the bigger wall on one side
they're not
that
open today.
yeah, bigger wall that needs something else, and I think I have found the perfect thing. I'm not sure. I'm undecided. So
it'll be a show thing next week.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Now, last Tuesday, some of us knitters, the ones who are retired, get together at Starbucks, blah, blah, blah. Well, us folks who still have to work
have to stay and listen to what we chat through.
We don't get to participate because we're still working.
Not that often. And we switched to Mondays when Carly's off for the holiday and Colleen's not out on the rowboat.
Right. So this last week I said, well, I'm working from home, but I only have a half an hour lunch, which is not enough time for me to get there, participate, and then come back. And I go, how about you guys come to my house? Bring your coffee here.
Mm-hmm.
And I can have my lunch.
Right.
And chat with my friends.
And when she gets a call, when she has something to do, she'll do it. Right.
Well, I'm on my lunch. I take my half an hour, whatever. Right. Yeah. So Marcia had asked me when she was here on Tuesday if I had done any more on this blanket, which is a weird, different sort of crochet pattern stitch. And I said, I haven't. So lo and behold, last night I picked it back up. I did. And I went, first off, I went, I can't remember how the corner went. So not only the original stitch pattern, but Marcia and I both agreed that the original pattern, it had you working into a half double.
Right.
And we both said that was really, really fiddly.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to self, how about if I just do this with a double crochet and see how it looks? And I did. and I liked it a lot better. And it was not fiddly at all. It was super, super easy. Like it went from difficult.
Thinking to
No.
whoa.
Like if you were writing a pattern, I would have called that difficult.
Right.
To beginner intermediate.
Right.
I mean, that was it's
Right.
such a huge difference that
You're not taking it out.
no.
Oh.
So this is how it looks with just the double crochet.
And squish.
And it's super squishy.
And super
It's like honeycomby.
Right back.
It's honeycomby and like, yeah, it's stretchy always, whatever. It's super, super, super squishy. But I couldn't remember how the hell I did the corners. And then I sat there last night. We were watching some movie or whatever. Oh, we're watching Animal Kingdom. It's a series. And I went, why the hell am I doing another crossways blanket for my living room? And I can't remember how I do the corner anyway. I just need to do this. I need to do this one just back and forth because I remember the stitch pattern.
Right.
I just can't remember the fucking turn.
Got it.
The turn on the when you're making it bigger.
Right.
And I went, but I'm not tearing this out.
No.
I am not. I refuse to tear this out again because that would be like the 8th time that I have torn out this. And I went, but I can just make a pillow out of it.
So true.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this guy into a pillow of some sort. I don't know how yet, but
I'll figure it out.
We'll figure out. Maybe it'll be a triangle.
Isn't that fun?
Pillow. So this will be this is going to be turned into a pillow. Now my living room is quasi sort of
red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. Whatever. Brown, red.
Don't matter.
Whatever. So I cast it on for the actual blanket. And I realized that I'm definitely not going to have enough of all of these colors to make a blanket.
So the pillow's perfect.
So the pillow is perfect.
Cushy pillow too.
Right?
Yeah.
I had to figure out some pillow form for inside of it because I don't think we could just put fiber fill in there.
No, you can get a pillow form. You can, if nothing else, at IKEA, they actually, even though they have a cover on them, it doesn't make any difference. They have the 16, the 18, and the 20, and they're very beyond reasonable. I mean, they're like a quarter of the price that you would buy if you went to Hobby Lobby and bought the pillow.
So, y'all, I cast it on 300 stitches. 300. And we're just making a blanket for 2.
It's your get the pattern off the internet or
Marsha sent me a pattern that was a half double.
Okay.
So, and it was on the diagonal, just like the one that I'm going to turn into a pillow. And her and I both felt that now we're both intermediate crocheters. I wouldn't call us like we're not experts, but usually we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Her and I both thought that it was super, super fiddly. And that's why when I said, I wonder if this same stitch pattern would work with double crochets. And that's how it came up with that. So I'm sure that there is a pattern out there for this, but this was my own doing.
Yeah. Maybe Marcia might be able to find it because she's got a memory for that shit too.
Yeah, that half double one. I'm not sure. I probably will just write this one up as a pattern.
Sure.
And offer it to anybody for free.
Right. That'll be work.
Because it's not hard.
Yeah.
It is not hard at all. So if you're a crocheter, let me know if you want this.
Sheepy thinks so too.
Yeah. It will look like this, but not in triangle form.
Right.
It'll be straight across.
And it just squishes.
It's so squishy.
You could probably even use the stiffest yarn in the world and it would still come out squishy.
Yeah.
Because of the way you crochet it.
Yeah. You're overlapping
Yeah.
like 3 stitches. It's not exactly the fastest thing in the world to do, but
she works from home and look what happens. The rain turns way on. Let me tell you. Well, you're not as tired because you're not commuting or anything. I mean, you're tired anyway, but it's, you know, just in general, it's not like you have to add that shit in too. So
I need a name for this little sheep.
Yeah, we're gonna need a name.
Yeah, gotta help me out with a name for.
So put it in the comments and let us know
for
what you think.
I see a squishy mail.
Remember when I said Whimsical would put out this winter colors?
Mm-hmm.
And I said I was going to be really good and not order it.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously. I didn't know that I stuck it in my cart and then decided against it. So of course they send you this email and you're
giving
like,
you like 10% off. They give you 10%.
Yes. Maggie says yes, please do the pattern. So she will. I'll keep on her.
I will. It's really easy, Mags. And I obviously I'm adapting it for a straight instead of diagonal. And I'm hoping that my math is mathing correctly. So yeah, I'll write it up. It's easy.
So
oh my goodness.
She sent, this is her, she moved from her house to an actual place to die because she said her house was becoming overrun. So she got rid of, she's put her Madeline Tosh on sale, her Tosh light on sale. So I, of course, because I saw this, it's so perfect. This is her neon line.
That's Tosh, Madeline.
Tosh light.
Tosh light.
Madeline Tosh light. This is her Trapper Keeper. Okay. And this is her, you get 3, I went Edison Bowl. Now, beyond, I mean, who could not want that? I mean, so I said, okay, my Social Security check got deposited. So I thought, what the hell? So I went ahead and ordered everything. And she's not in Seattle, so I figured I could go ahead and get that. So anyway,
yeah, so this is,
I have no idea what, but I've been looking, but it's 3 skeins. And even my husband said,
light.
How cute would that be in my Santa hat? Because he said that would just be adorable.
That would be.
You know, just because of the colors and the brightness of it when you're out in the winter. You know, when you're out in the snow, you could be, and my husband is really into that. Yeah, it's a long.
What else are you gonna? You're gonna have to do a cowl as well. This is 3 skeins. I think you only need 2,
and you only need. I mean, like 1,200 to get the full thing, but this is.
Well, and you're Miss Tight Knitter, and you like
yards anyway, so you would still be well into it. And before I get too far into it, I read this fun note this morning about cashmere.
Okay.
And I wanted to share some of the facts with you about it because I love cashmere yarn. I love working with it. I think it's so soft.
Well,
I've had sweaters. Who doesn't? You know, it's sort of like the kivit, whatever they say that is. It's like that because it's just so out. But I didn't know if a lot of people, it's the undergrowth from a specific goat. It's called Capra Hibera or something like that. And a few other brands. And it's very labor intensive to get out, sort of like they haven't built the machine. See, like the ox, they walk them through this thing and it pulls the outer coat off. Right. This can be time consuming and also can be harmful a little bit to the animal. But anyway, it's mainly from Mongolia. I didn't know if anybody knew that. And it exports to many of the regions in the area. And they produce the raw cashmere. They don't do any of the other processing, just the raw.
So I think you need to go there.
I do. I probably do to get just the raw. But I don't do the processing, so it's okay. Same thing with Falkland yarn, Falkland wool. They don't process theirs. They ship it out and it's processed elsewhere. So other places that also grow it and do it are Afghanistan, India, Turkey, Iran, and Pakistan. Very similar areas. To make a sweater from a cashmere yarn, it takes 4 to 6 goats' hair. And these
Yeah.
are not young goats. These are the older goats.
Yeah.
And over a year for that growth.
Yeah.
So that's a long time. That's why it is. The main reason 90% of all cashmere now has something else in it is due to the fact of the processing to make it softer, because cashmere itself is not necessarily that soft. Just like when you get it off the ox, it's not that soft. It's the processing and the cooking and the cleaning of it. Cashmere is also whatever I didn't know this, but cashmere is not classified as vegan. So if you're into this vegan, and it's not classified as an organic product because it comes from an animal. So you have to.
Well, the animal would have to be organic,
right?
Fed.
They don't really put it in that category. And if you see it, then you might want to check the actual cashmere content and how it was processed. But there is a plant that has been developed that produces a cashmere that is starting to be used as an alternative.
Cashmere, it's not cashmere. It's.
But they don't have to yet. They don't have the right. But they don't have to do the regulation yet. That says that it's cashmere. The only time they have to do that if it's 100% cashmere wool, then it must be properly labeled. But cashmere wool is best brushed from the goat, but is very time and labor intensive. And it's especially, you have to be careful because there's a lot of countries don't have animal cruelty laws. And so that can be very harmful to that. And it is just cashmere alone is a $3.5 billion industry. Mm-hmm. And most of the people who make it in Mongolia still live in poverty.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable. Yeah. But billions, we're not talking about just a lot. That's a lot of money. And I'm thinking, holy crap and a cracker. And I'm one who loves cashmere, but I'm like going to be very careful with what I do now when it comes to cashmere or cashmere-like yarn. I'm going to think of that little goat that I read this story about, and I'm going to think how bad and how hard it is for that little goat to give up their coat, and they're not particular sometimes in some of these countries when they get to it. If they will do it later and it starts to get cold, and those poor goats get cold, and then they have to huddle inside a group. And I don't think that's very fair. And I like my little cashmere goats. So,
well, I also, on this last Tuesday, asked my ladies if they knew of a good place to get Angora.
Yes.
And they didn't have an answer for me.
No, so I don't either.
You guys?
Anybody who knows where to get a good Angora?
And I don't,
maybe here.
I don't necessarily want to go online and order it. I would like to be able to touchy-feely and see it.
Or send me to it so that I could travel to it to find it so that I could bring it back to her and then decide if that's what she wants. Because I'm more than happy to do that for her. Or if you, the kind of friend I am.
If you've ordered Angora from a particular place and you were very pleased with it, let me know. I will order it from there.
It's not like the pivot where it's like $120 an ounce.
No, but it's close. Mm-hmm. It is close. The reason why is because I really like the look of
Angora.
Well, I like
the glow.
What's the super fluffy stuff that everybody
mohair silk or kid silk.
Yeah.
Baby alpaca is a little softer. I can do that.
I can't do mohair. It makes me itch.
Yeah.
But I love the look of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother me to knit with it. No. I can knit with it all day long.
It's no problem. Just up here.
It's when I put it against my skin, I can't handle it. Here. So I want to try Angora.
So let us know.
Myself.
So let us know. Okay.
See if it works. Yeah.
Also, last week I mentioned this hat. I call it the spiral hat. Not the spiral hat. It's the swirl hat.
Swirl hat.
And I really don't have any idea where I got it. It was on my PDF file that I got from somewhere else. And I'm not sure exactly where I got it. So I think it's on, it may or may not be. It's by Ann Swartz or Swark.
SZ.
SZWARC, and the place is In the Mitten Knits, but I couldn't find In the Mitten Knits. I don't know where or what it is, but it's a spiral. And I showed you the hot flash last week from Leading Men. I started it, but you can't really see too much of the spiral. I think it's a little
It's in
different.
Ravelry, guys.
Is
The
it?
bottom of the
But
page.
maybe it wasn't free.
The bottom of the page says, please respect the work that went into preparing this pattern and do not distribute it. Patterns are available through my pattern shop in Ravelry.
Maybe that was it. And I don't know if
And it's called In the Mitten. So
Right.
hopefully that's what it is in
in the
Ravelry.
and it's swirl, SWIRL, not SPIRL. So if
So
anybody,
by Ange, I'm SZWARC.
yeah, there you go.
Wow. You know, my cameraman is just awful.
I think he drinks on Sunday morning.
I think so
We're
too.
gonna have to get a breathalyzer test. So this is the way it kind of works up. And
That's kind of fun.
it is fun. And I think you'll notice it a little bit more as I get long. I've only done the one. It works pretty fast. I thought you flip the stitch marker, but you don't. You just add an extra stitch at the end. And then that kind of changes the count. Instead of the 3, you do 2 and then you do 1. And then it makes up the difference as you go
So
along.
the pattern says, please don't distribute the pattern. And you're just telling them.
I didn't tell him what the pattern was. I just said, I mentioned.
I love making fun of her.
I mentioned that I thought you have to slip the stitch marker, but you only do that on one row. And then the stitch marker stays placed. Because some of the patterns do that. You get to the end, you slip, you do that stitch, and then you slip it over, and then that creates the swirl and you know, or changes the pattern, moves it over one. And this one, it doesn't necessarily do that. So I got that started.
Okay.
And I haven't done any more on June's square, and I didn't start July's square yet. So I'm kind of like stalling on that because I really just don't know if it's summer and I don't do a lot of, to me, even though it's just a square, I know it's going to be a blanket. And for some reason,
this is going to be a blanket.
In my head, plus a hat, I can finish quickly and I see
You just want.
And I like to
completion.
Completion. And well, my hats I always do anyway.
Yeah.
Plus someone's like, you know, it's only X amount of days till Christmas and you got to get out and do your Christmas stuff. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I better get knitting, you know.
This is how far along I am on this one.
I love this. I got to get a hold of fiber seed. I think I might have to buy that. I do.
I despise doing ribbing, but I just despise it. So I maybe once a day I get a whole round in. So this is going to be a while before this one's done, but I just love what this colorway is doing.
Well, when you get to the decrease side, it'll be a little bit better because then you can go a little bit faster. Yeah,
but then the coolness of the pooling is going to stop. So this color is from Fiber Seed.
But could you get that square one and fold it over? Just go straight up and then fold the top over. And it comes more of a square top, a flat top. Yeah, if you just go straight up the square like this, and we get to the end, you take the corners and you make like a box and fold it in, and it makes the top.
I could.
Yeah, it works.
So it's
or it's a double decrease.
Fiber Seed DK called Maui, MAHI.
Maui.
Yeah.
I just love how it did this.
It didn't pull like this when I started just doing the knit stitch.
But the way the yellow comes across, looks like she did that intentionally.
Fiber Seed.
She really did. She's just being modest.
This is freaking awesome. I absolutely love this.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I will tag Fiber Seed and.
Yeah, it's a cool.
I'm not sure if this was one of the kids' colorways or not, but
no, it would say Reese on it. Reese and Penelope have their own little cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I love Reese and
a-
Penelope.
it's an awesome.
Yeah.
It is a happy surprise.
It was a happy surprise.
Yeah, but that's all the further I am on that.
Oh, that's all right.
Um,
With her cute little sheep,
yeah, the little sheep
shoulders.
that my daughter got me. I've thought about putting them in my own shop, but I just
Yeah,
there's
too much. Too much. We can't keep track. Besides, I wouldn't
my
steal
room
those.
is already a mess.
I wouldn't borrow those. So they just stack up there anyway. So it wouldn't matter so much. Just be careful with me. I just suddenly fall. Like I said, you never know. I have to learn that sleight of hand thing so it's not there. You know. Okay, guys, we've kept you busy enough on a Sunday morning. So
We have.
I'm going to we will depart and see you all next week. Actually, like I said, I'm still here in town for quite a while. So until August. However, I did book back to back in January. So there'll be a couple weeks when I will be here in January. But I may try to talk someone into going with me on one of the weeks anyway. So we'll see, you know. So maybe Karen
What's that back to back?
in January. January 11th to the 18th, Colleen will actually be on that one. So I won't.
Oh, so this is a Caribbean one.
Yeah, they're both Caribbean.
Okay.
Same ship. The 11th to the 18th, we go one spot, and Colleen's on that one. But the 18th to the 25th, they repeat that one. So I don't want to do that one again. But the week before, the 4th to the 11th, they go to 3 different ports. So I did that one instead the first week, staying in the same room. And then Colleen and John and her crew, if she's coming with her family, will be on. So I won't be by myself. I mean, I'll hook with her, you know, have coffee and things like that. It's just nice to know she's there. And if she's knitting, she usually lets me know, hey, I'm upstairs or I'm going such and such. Join me if you want, you know, that sort of thing. And if she decides to leave, she'll leave me there, which would be cool because she gets the the great, you know, place, whereas I usually sit in, but I love Eden. It's on the Beyond. It's on that beautiful, nice Beyond ship. So they have a gorgeous garden type thing on the inside, and it's really wonderful. So anyway, so yeah, but I went ahead and booked the back-to-back on that since I did decide not to do Barcelona. So I'm not going to Barcelona again. So that's out. And then in the spring, we'll work on something else. So we're working from there. But I said, 14 days away in the winter would be so nice. I just thought, yeah, then I don't have to, you know, unpack or I'll just stay.
So when you do that back to back,
yeah,
do you actually have to get off of the ship?
Depending on, yes. Okay. Yes and no.
I mean, do you have to take all of your luggage and whatnot off the ship?
No. In fact, if you move rooms, they will move you to the new room.
Okay.
If you go through, when we did it in England, all we had to do was go down. They had somebody on the ship. We stood in line for like 15 minutes. They checked our passport, handed us the new room keys, and set us off on our way. When we did it this last time in Florida, we literally had to go downstairs and go through customs and then come all the way back on. And so you had to walk all the way off, stand in line and wait, and then come back. While everybody's getting off the ship, you're still there, but you are a step ahead when it comes to that. So,
yeah, true.
You know, Maureen. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. We really enjoy having you all here. So, you know, now we finally get, as we're getting ready to go away, this thing catches up with all the comments. So we catch them during the week. So anyway.
Yeah.
On that note, enjoy your week.
Yep.
Enjoy the heat. I don't have anything else. Nothing else is majorly going on here. State Fair doesn't start until the end of the month, so I'll have news on that. And
Jamie's going back to Canada tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm home, so just call me. She doesn't get to do date night as much anymore, so I'll have to bring it over.
I took a new friend to date night last Wednesday. Sorry.
And they liked Matt?
They've known Matt since Matt was like
a little one. Okay, well, then that's okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
I didn't want anybody else taking that away from me, even though he's newly married, but that's okay. He didn't see me that often, so I kind of get a special hug and everything else. So it's kind of nice. Anyway, all right.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love ya.
Yep, it is a touchscreen.
I got it. I didn't screw up at one.